Okay, so in this section we're going to be doing a questionnaire, and the title of the questionnaire is "What sort of friend are you?" What sort of, what kind of. And I would recommend you do this yourself as well. You need to write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 questions. And then for each question, just write down A, B, C, or D. And then at the end, you can see whether you're mostly A's or B's or C's or D's. And I can give you the kind of analysis.
Right.
So you've got your paper ready, Lynn?
I have.
So underneath the title, before the first question, it says, "Be honest with yourself when you answer the following questions, and you'll discover whether you are a good friend and what might be stopping you from making or holding on to friendships." Okay, well, we did make friends, but what about holding on to friendships?
You've both got to work at it, haven't you?
Yeah. Yes, make an effort.
Make an effort, not be selfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And also continue being friends, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so number 1, which of the following statements do you most agree with? A, childhood friends are the only real friends. So childhood is from when you were a child, obviously. Mm-hmm. B, I'm lucky to have so many friends. C, I can count my friends on the fingers of one hand. What does this mean? So not many.
Not many.
So you've only got, well, you've only got 4 fingers and a thumb, but we kind of say 5 fingers as well. But it means if you can count something on the fingers of one hand, it means not many. And D, I have recently felt betrayed by a friend.
Oh, well, B.
I'm lucky to have so many friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and betrayed means
they've let you down, they've gone behind your back, done something that you don't approve of.
Yeah, so you don't trust them anymore.
Don't trust them anymore, yeah.
Okay, so which of the following statements do you agree most with out of those? Okay, and question 2. Okay, you have to imagine this a little bit. Last time you hired a holiday cottage with friends, so maybe you never have, but if you did, a holiday cottage is where you go somewhere and you
kind of live as if you're living in your own house, I suppose, but you're not in.
Yeah, it's a different place. So it's not a hotel or a bed and breakfast. No one's cooking for you. There's no cleaner or waiter or anything.
No.
Okay, so maybe you need to imagine this. Last time you hired a holiday cottage with friends, you A, went along without being particularly excited about it. B, enjoyed being in a relaxed environment with the whole gang. Gang is the group.
Group, yes.
Yeah, in this case. C, got to know people better. Or D, you got on each other's nerves.
Well, of course, it's a bit difficult, isn't it? Because you don't really know how it's going to go.
No, but what do you think?
I'm going to go for C.
You got to know people better.
Yeah.
And what does... is there anyone who gets on your nerves? Maybe at work? Oh, yes, there is.
Yes, there are, yes. Because if you're working with quite a lot of people, you're not going to be able to get on with them all, are you? No. Really? Because it's different personalities, it's lots of different circumstances, and you're kind of put together to work with someone, and it can be quite...
and you don't see eye to eye.
No, not necessarily, no.
Or you're not on the same wavelength.
No.
And...
it would be... it would be great, I suppose, if you got along with everyone. Yeah. And to a point, you have to do. But
but if they irritate you or annoy you, they've got some habits that annoys you. Yeah, they get on your nerves.
That's right. That's what it means.
All right, number 3. How are your friendships at the moment? Okay, A, you are enjoying spending time alone. B, you are open to forming new friendships. C, you are supporting a friend who is going through a hard time, difficult time. Or D, you are having a difficult time with some of your friends?
Well, I'm going into a new venture, a new phase in my life. So I would say B is going to be most appropriate at the moment.
Yeah, you're open to forming new friendships.
Yes, yes.
Okay, that sounds good. All right. How about you? Okay, number 4. After an evening with friends. Okay, so I was trying to say it clearly then, but it's difficult because this is something I'll also be doing in the lessons, is pronunciation and linking. So very often in English we don't pronounce words separately. So after an evening, not after an evening, after an evening. So they sort of link together.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I'll be looking at that. So after an evening with friends, you A, breathe a sigh of relief before heading to bed. So it means like
thank goodness the evening's over.
Yeah. Phew. B, you are already planning the next get together.
Yeah.
Get together is when friends meet up.
Meet up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. C, send texts to thank them for a nice evening. Or D, feel like you love your friends or loathe them, depending on how it went. Loathe, we better explain, is really dislike, isn't it?
Yes, strong dislike.
Yeah. You've forgotten, haven't you?
No, I'm debating between A and D. Because I'm going to go for D.
Okay, so
because because it does vary. Some nights are really enjoyable. Other nights are a bit of a trial, and I am quite happy to get home and be in my own space.
It doesn't really mean you change your whole opinion. It just means because of that evening. Yeah. I really love him, or I really
absolutely
or I can't stand him.
Yeah.
But then of course the next day it's
it is variable.
Okay, number 5. What is your relationship with your childhood friends? A, you just see them at big events like weddings and birthdays. B, you keep in touch on Facebook. C, you remember them fondly and see them occasionally. Fondly means in a nice way, doesn't it?
Yes.
D, you have lost touch with most of them. Lost touch means you're not in contact.
D? Yeah.
Well, you're from a different part of the country, aren't you?
I am, yes, yeah.
So,
there isn't, really, it's a long time since I've spoken to any of my childhood friends, yeah.
And of course, when we were younger, it was basically letter or telephone, wasn't it?
Yes.
Whereas now, Facebook, text, all sorts of things, so it's much easier to keep in touch. Okay, 6. How did you meet your best friend? You were able to enjoy each other's company without having to talk much, which was great. B, you had hobbies in common. In common, you probably know, means the same.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. C, you were just drawn to each other. Drawn to, attracted.
Yes,
yeah. Or D, you admired them and went out of your way to get to know them. If you go out of your way, it means to make a special effort. Yeah, a big effort, special effort. Yeah.
I'm going to go for C on that one.
Okay, so you just felt that.
I think yes.
Energy.
An energy. Yes, a connection. Because I have several best friends, if you like. I would say on the whole, that's what I would say. That I was drawn towards them. Yeah.
Okay. On the whole.
On the whole.
In general.
Mainly.
Or mainly, general, yeah. Okay. Number 7. When you have a problem, A, you lock yourself away from the world. So it means you just stay home by yourself.
Yeah.
B, you confide in anyone who will listen. Confide means you share. C, your friends support you without you having to ask them.
Yes.
Or D, you become obsessive about it and bore all your friends.
Do you know, I could almost answer all four of those.
Yeah.
You know, but in the main, I would say it's C.
But you do sometimes become obsessive and bore me. All right.
Ditto.
Ditto is the same, yeah. Latin, I guess. 8.
Yeah.
Your best friend is doing well at work, while you seem to be treading water.
That means you're standing still. You're not
Not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
We had that in a mini lesson with the 99-year-old Greta.
Oh yes, of course. She was in the
swimming
pool,
pool,
wasn't she? The swimming
So yeah, treading water means it's... Or we actually
Stagnant,
doggy paddle
kind of.
we do in the water, don't we?
Yes,
To
and
stay
we
in the
don't
same
get-
place. But you're not
Yeah.
going forward or backward or anywhere.
No.
So in your relationship, in your job, in life in general.
life, yes.
Treading water.
Yes.
Okay, so your best friend is doing well at work while you seem to be treading water. How do you react? A, you concentrate on your own situation.
Mm-hmm.
B, you wonder whether your friend could pull any strings for you.
Oh. Again, it's someone speaking up for you and trying to make your career go better.
Yeah.
But
So-
it doesn't necessarily mean that they can do that.
No. But let's say I wanted to get a job at your surgery,
Uh-huh.
and I said, "Oh, Lynn, do you think you can pull some strings for me?"
Yes. Well, it would mean that I would speak to the manager and just say there's someone very interested in coming to work here, and he's, I can recommend him.
Yeah, and you would try and influence,
Yes,
wouldn't you,
yes.
as well, yeah. Okay, where were we?
I don't know. Number 8.
Yeah, but C, you are pleased for your friend. At least things are going well for one of you.
Yes.
Or D, you are jealous and make a few snide comments. Okay, snide is nasty.
Nasty, not very nice. Sort of a little bit jealous, like
Yeah, or unpleasant, would be
yeah.
another word.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you-
What was A again, please?
You concentrate on your own situation.
Yeah, I think. Mhm.
All right. And 9, what do you think of the idea of being friends for life? So when you become friends with somebody, friends for life means you stay friends until one of you
Throughout
dies.
your life, yeah. Which of course is a very nice. It would be nice to think that
Yeah.
we would be friends for life, for instance.
Yeah.
And it's not always possible.
No.
But
People move away or
Yeah.
have, or they make new friends or they get married.
Absolutely,
all kinds
yes,
of
yeah,
things
all
happen.
sort
don't
of things happen. Yeah.
they? Okay, so A, it's a bit stifling, isn't it? Ooh, stifling.
It's in other words, some people only like to have one best friend, and they like to keep them to themselves, and they want to sort of, in a way, stifle.
Stifle is, to me, a bit like suffocating.
Suffocating,
It's too
yeah,
much.
so-
You don't feel
yeah.
free.
That's right. Yeah.
So if we're friends,
possessive, kind
yeah.
of,
So if we're
yeah.
friends for life, and maybe I become a different person, and I
Go in a different direction.
different direction. But you keep calling me, and
Yes, and you sort of
and I feel
it's a bit awkward.
unwanted.
Yeah.
B, why not? As long as you lead different lives. C, it depends how you cement the bond. Okay, so this is an expression which I would say is not that useful, but we better explain it. Cement is what you use when you put bricks together
Yeah.
to build a house. It's that soft stuff between the bricks
Which hardens.
which hardens, so it's like a glue.
Yeah.
So if you cement the bond, it means you glue or strengthen
Yes.
the relationship. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. D, friendship is a little like love. I'm not sure exactly what they mean by that, but whatever you want it to mean. What do you think of the idea of being friends for life? Friendship is a little like love, a bit like love.
Right. Okay.
Oh, so maybe it means, well, Love often
love-
ends, doesn't it? Yeah,
yes,
actually, I think that's what it means.
Maybe, yes, or yeah, it can vary, I suppose, and it can
Yeah.
go up and down.
So you fall in love and then you split up. You make friends and then you
Yes,
split up. Maybe I
yeah.
think that's what it means.
I think I was thinking about A, but I've
Changed
lost,
your mind.
Well, I've lost track a bit. What was?
Okay, A, it's a bit stifling, isn't it? B, why not? As long as you lead different
B,
lives.
that was
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
C, it depends how you cement the bond. D, friendship is a little like love.
Okay.
Okay, number 10. What do you share with your best friend? Okay, A, the same need for freedom. B, an interest in online social networking, so Facebook and other things. C, everything from good news to huge stress. Okay, huge is a word I explained a lot in many lessons. Very big.
Massive.
Or enormous. Or D, a strong attachment to one another.
C.
C, everything. Okay. 11, a friend has just started a new relationship and has gone off radar.
Oh, right, which of course happens,
Yeah.
It happens, it's very natural that it
Well, we've
happens.
both experienced that with each
Yeah,
other. When
of
you
course.
meet someone or I meet someone,
Yeah.
we're not so
we don't,
available.
don't see each other as much, yeah. No.
But what the radar? Oh gosh, that's what
Right.
ships use, planes, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of technology that, and it goes round and round, and it shows you where other ships are
Yes,
or
that's
other
right.
planes are. So if it's off radar, it kind of means that they've
They're out of this
Out of the
perimeter,
picture.
out of the picture. Yes.
so
yeah.
because they've met somebody,
Yeah.
they're not in your life, or they
That's
don't,
right. It's not that you're not friends anymore, just that you don't see as much.
because
of
they're
each
busy
other.
with their new
Yes,
person.
yeah, of course.
Okay, so what do? A, you don't mind at all. You weren't that eager to meet up with her anyway. Eager means keen. Or interested. Yeah.
Right.
B, work on strategies to entice her to come along on outings so that you can get the gossip. Oh, a few things there. Work on strategies to entice her, to kind of encourage or...
Tempt.
Tempt is good.
Yes.
To come along on outings. Outings would be to a restaurant, for
Cinema.
a walk,
Yes.
a barbecue, something like that, so that you can get the gossip. And in this
Right.
case, it means about the new relationship. So
Yes, yeah.
what's he like?
Is
And
that- yeah.
how's it going?
Yeah.
Okay, C, you are pleased for her. She deserves it.
Oh.
Aw.
Yes.
Or D, pester her to meet up with you. She shouldn't dump her friends. Okay, again, 2 bits of useful vocabulary. And I just
Yeah.
really want to say that, of course, some of this is quite difficult, but I think it's much, much better to use real English, isn't it? Because
Yes. Yeah.
this is not written for people learning English, which you often find in textbooks and in school and so on. So, but don't worry, you don't need to learn every word. But if you see these words or expressions again, at least there's more chance you will know them next time. So if you pester someone...
You sort of...
Well, it's a bit like nag actually as well, but that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help really. You just keep on.
Yeah.
You sort of really won't let something go.
So, for example, if you call me and say, "Can we go? Do you want to do something this afternoon?" I say, "I'm really busy," and then you ring me again.
Yeah.
And again, I say, "No,
That's right.
no,"
No,
and
stop it. Yes, yeah. Stop pestering me.
Yeah. And she shouldn't dump her friends. Okay, dump is
Sort of let go. It's to actually stop something, isn't it?
yeah, but in an unpleasant way. Isn't
Yes,
it? If you
it's not-
dump your boyfriend,
Yeah.
it's like you finish with him, but kind of not in a nice
No,
way.
no. Or if you say, I've been dumped, it means that your boyfriend doesn't want to see you anymore.
Yeah, he finished with you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's it. So it's not a very nice thing to happen, really.
Okay, so have you forgotten now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just read them
So
a
just
little bit
quickly.
more quickly. You don't mind at all. You weren't that eager to meet up with her anyway. Work on strategies to entice her to come along on outings so that you can get the gossip. C, you are pleased for her, she deserves it. Or D, pester her to meet up with you, she shouldn't dump her friends. Which means you.
Yeah. Well, I think, I'm going
C.
for B on that
Oh,
one.
B.
No, B.
Oh, okay. You like
on the
gossip.
gossip.
All right. And the last question, 12. How do you feel about your friendships in the age of social networking? And when people can contact you on your mobile whenever they like. So we were talking about this where when we were, in our 20s or whatever, there was no Facebook or
no
mobile
phones. No.
Wow. So all you could do really was write a letter, and even phone calls were quite expensive, weren't they?
They were, yes. And not all houses had phones in them, did they?
Well,
you know.
You're a bit older than me.
Yeah, well,
but no, it is true. When I was very young, my mother
remember.
didn't have a phone.
I remember when we had our first phone. It was quite exciting, you know. And it was. But you had to be in the one place. You know, there was no such thing as a phone you could take around the house or anything.
No. I mean, it must be really strange because a lot of people watching the lessons
don't know what we're talking about.
They always had a phone and a mobile and the internet.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
So I'll read the question again. How do you feel about your friendships in the age of social networking and when people can contact you on your mobile whenever they like? And I should just say, in Britain we say mobile, but I believe in America they say cell phone.
Yeah.
Okay, A, it's too much to cope with. Cope with is deal with, manage or something. B, you love texting and instant messaging. It's how you and your friends like to communicate. C, the internet and mobiles will never replace seeing your friends in real life. D, it's indispensable for keeping in touch in the modern world. Indispensable means absolutely necessary, or a real necessity, I guess it would be another one.
Yes, well, for me it's going to be either B or C.
Yeah.
Because I do quite a lot of texting.
You do.
On the other hand, I really do feel quite strongly that it won't replace, seeing someone or. So it's a bit of a tricky one for me, that one, and I'm going to go for B.
This word again, if you've watched the mini lessons, this word "tricky" comes up a lot. People use it so much. It just means difficult.
Difficult decision or difficult, whatever we're talking.
A tricky something, difficult
situation.
And we often say a tricky situation or a tricky question.
Yeah.
But this is again one reason why I often interview or talk to somebody in the lesson, because the language is completely natural, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what I think is the best way to learn English.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so Lynn, if you have a look at how many A's. And if you did this, just add up your A's, your B's, your C's and your D's. And once Lynn has given me her totals, I'm going to pause the lesson and we're just going to have a quick coffee, and then I'll have a look at the analysis. So 1A, 5 B's, 4 C's and 2 D's. So it's going to be, so you're mostly B's, but it's B and C.
And C as well.
So when I read them out, we can concentrate on those two. But of course, if you had mostly A's or mostly D's, then maybe listen especially to those parts.
Yeah.
Okay, so see you in a moment. So we're just going to have a quick coffee.
That's what friends do.